too bad. How about you? Alright, so you're gonna drop off a truck? What you need? You can go in there and grab whatever you want. Well, normally, yeah, but I haven't got the economy set up, and quite honestly, all the map and everything's been super easy to do, but the economy is the part that's been kind of, I guess, holding me up. So what I've been doing for now is if somebody's got stuff that brings it over, I just, come on into the trader and grab what you want. Just grab what you want. It doesn't matter. All this shit just respawns in at the next, so it's not a big deal. I still got all that shit. Yeah, so whatever you want to grab, it's not a big deal to me. I'm just trying to get, a player base going, so. A while ago. Oh, I said I just got the garage set up a little while ago because of the, this trader used to be way bigger. And there was so much lag, there was car parts, there was a whole bunch of shit in there. People would be like, oh, I got a car, and I'm like, just blow it up and send me a picture. You grab a backpack, too, if you want. Yeah, that's what I'm saying, is you can grab the backpack off the wall and carry it. And if you want to, if you want to get rid of something, say you got something on and you want to change it out, just take it outside and throw it outside for me. So like if you wanted to get, say, a tactical helmet instead of the Gorka helmet, take the helmet off, throw it outside, and go pick up a tactical helmet or whatever you're going to get. Yeah. Again, I'm just trying to get, server population up and everything. Yeah, it's only been up for about 2 months. It was kind of I threw it together a Saturday morning after about 2 hours, and then some other people got on it, and they liked it, and so I said, okay, fine, I'll start doing it, I guess. Yeah, that's kind of what I base this off of. So, yeah, Smitty's server, me and a bunch of guys were trying to keep that one alive, but Tormented, and it just didn't work out. And so, I was bored one morning and decided I'd make a Livonia one, and I copied some files, and they were out there on the internet, and just did this, and people liked it. And so a lot of the guys that were on that one came over to this one. So, where are you based up at, or where are you going to build? Oh, so you're in Nadbor? Oh, okay. Oh, okay. Yeah, I know there's a big ass base in the quarry in Max. At least there was. Yeah, no, we had a group come on. So if you go into Graben, there's quite a few bases there, and then if you go to so the guys in Graben kind of went to Sarnawick, so they've got basically two East Coast, West Coast type of setups. But Graben is pretty thick. There's quite a few bases there, 3 or 4, actually I think maybe 5 or 6 bases. But those guys, that's Carter and Giant and Skinny, and I don't even know, I haven't seen those guys play in like a week. Oh, Gento's on, so... Oh yeah. Oh yeah, I know how that goes. My kids are old enough to take care of themselves, so that's the only reason I can put time into it. Yeah, yep, Seattle. But I know that there was a big group that got on in Nadbor, and I don't even know if it was a big group. They just had like, I think like 8 alts apiece, and they decided one day to go around and raid, which is completely allowed, you know, you're allowed to do, and they demolished one base that was part of the other group that's in Graben. Then they kind of, you know, they broke into one guy's base over there in the Sarnawick, and so that kind of stirred the hornet's nest, and that group just basically camped Nadbor and sniped them and built around and built up and got into their base and, you know, basically kind of, you know, almost ran them off the server, and they were, well, we weren't doing that. I'm like, dude, you guys, I watched you guys. Looked at the base you destroyed. Well, there's no way they could have gotten into our base. I'm like, these guys can get into pretty much any base they want to. They're that good at doing it. And sure enough, the guy sent me the clip of how they did it, and like, yep, they got in. Well, it's just not fun. Like, you guys just told me you raided 7 bases yesterday, and now you're mad because there's gonna be, you know, repercussions for that? Well, we get that. It's just, you know, trying to get back there, and they're doing it. It's like, well, that's part of the game. I mean, if you didn't want that, then why'd you attack first? So, I don't know how much that base in Nadbor gets used anymore. That was a couple weeks ago. Yeah, yep. Yeah. 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 Potbelly's on this one now, too. Yeah, Tormented actually, because I had offered, and I kind of did the same thing. I came in towards the end. I mean, I think it was like, shit. We came in, me and my buddy, we built a base way out in the woods where nobody's gonna fuck with us. And then, whatever, the mob guy fucked up the files and had to wipe, so we built again and went through that process. And then Tormented took over, and it just didn't take off, you know, take off the ground. And he just sent me a message the other day asking me. I'd asked him, I said, hey man, I'll buy it for you. He wasn't, you know, managing it. And he said no. And then just the other day, he said, yeah, dude, do you want the server? And my main, I only want the Discord, because the economy's already set up. And so I haven't heard back from him, but that's all I want is the Discord, because the economy. And this, I've got Discord set up on this one, I just don't... Honestly, I've gotten tired of dicking around with the economy, so I've just been like, yeah, whatever. that's also the kind of thing that I'm trying to do, though, is just like, yeah, sure, grab whatever, you know, because in that way, hopefully it keeps people coming back. I'm gonna run up to the top of this castle here. Somebody put a tent up there. I want to see what that's all about. They're not. One guy did it. I've got to go up and talk to him about it. it's kind of what happened. I mean, I just happened to be coming here to drop off a Humvee, and he happened to be coming here, and I started talking to him, and he said, "Oh yeah, we got a group and stuff," and then I went up there to go to talk to him, and I got downed by zombies, and then the server restarted, so I got popped out in the middle of fucking nowhere and had to run back. Didn't make, so I just haven't gotten around to talking to the guy to let him know you're not supposed to do that. It says, in the Discord, so I'm not sure. You may not in the Discord, but also, right there in the rules. I always say that because it's, somebody's going to be, we've had people in Australia, we've had people in, EDU set. That guy, I think he's French, so I'm pretty sure he's in France. He's just some solo guy that doesn't speak English, that runs around on the server. He's got a pretty big base. He just, by himself. We don't mess with him, he doesn't mess with anybody else, he just likes to do his own deal. So. It's easier just to say that than, alright, yeah, 12 o'clock, or, 3 o'clock, and, I'm there at 3, and you're there at 5. Well, you weren't there, and, I've had that happen a few times. Oh, you're good. I've got an alarm set, so when somebody shows up to the trader, it'll pop off so that I saw that you were on. Because a lot of times, oh yeah, man, I'll meet you there, and then nobody shows up, and it's like, alright. Oh yeah. Yep. Oh yeah, driving. Still haven't fixed it. Yeah, I don't have a car. I got a Humvee. That's what I like to drive around. What I've done is I've just made it. Usually, what I do is I honestly just run around to car spawn or truck spawn and Humvee spawns, and then I'll grab a truck at that spawn or wherever, and then I usually just drive to somebody's base that I know is building, just drop it off and walk away. Let's see. I can give you a heads up on that. Somewhat of a heads up. So you say you're over in a Nadbor area, just east of that. Let's see what we got here. There used to be a couple of, there was one base right in the middle of, dead smack center middle of Nadbor. That was one of the guys that I kind of started this with. Knew of him and he came over. But yeah, they wiped his base out. everything was just, nope, gone. Walls, you name it. There is. There isn't. But if you can get in, or you can roll a lock, you can. So base damage is only from the outside. But once you're on the inside, yeah, you can tear a wall down, and there, I mean, yeah, once you're inside, yeah, you can beat the shit out of it. Every once in a while, somebody will put a tent in a fucked up spot or something like that, and I have to turn base damage on, which that doesn't bother me. I don't mind. Okay, so this is 46. You got Kaiser boys in the area. 6646. Actually, I think he's a little higher. No, actually, he's actually right now he's south of Nadbor. Nadbor's the town just southwest of Max. Yeah, the town of Nadbor, south of the quarry. You're talking about the quarry that's got like there's big ass trucks and stuff like that in there. Yeah. Yeah, I know what you're talking about. Yep. Yeah. That one guy, Kaiser boy, he's just south of Nadbor. It looks like there's a military, not military, but like a gas zone down south. Looks like he was either coming from that back to Nadbor, or going from Nadbor to that. Then again, the ping locations I get are about 5. I wouldn't go through Graben or Toppling. I mean, I know you don't have to go that way for where your base is at, but it's usually where the factions, or not factions, but the group, not a faction yet, but they might as well be. They're either hanging out in Toppling or Graben shooting freshies. Alrighty. Cool, cool. Yeah, no worries. Just hopefully you make it back and everything's good and you have fun and keep playing. And I'll keep it running.